It's the Minnesota Golden Gophers and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Minnesota's head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Golden Gophers ready to kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running. Not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running inside, it's Hansen. Enough to move the chains. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Becht. Rush right in his face, and he gets it away.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do. Because
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, the one thing we know about this defense is they've got some exotic looks, and they're not afraid to bring pressure from the second level. That time they brought the free safety, and he was able to get home and sack the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Got a lot of room to the right. At the 20. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they turn it into a defensive score. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff for Peoples. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Right at the line. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's inside. It's Hansen. Snowed under by the defense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. To throw, it's Beck. Out wide right, it's Peoples. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They've already converted a fourth down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again.
Booster! Ready, go!
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give is to Taylor. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Under pressure. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Henson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Beck. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Taylor has it. There's some daylight. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen Breaking off the huge gain, it's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Play action on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Long way to go on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Sells to fake. Still looking to his right. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Punt is on its way. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Beck. Needed a little more oomph to get it there. They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the back. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catch inside the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Hansen. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house for the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Complete on the left to Smith. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Trying to burn this defensive back. Leaping grab for a big gain. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Gophers will take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Second down to the air. He wants to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win.
He wants to go deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sees an alley. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the draw, it's Taylor. He's got enough. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
The give is to Taylor. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. With the draw, it's Taylor. Turning it on! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Turns it loose. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They booted away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go to the counter. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be...
Snags it, and there's running room. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Beck's got it on the screen. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll send the back in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Nice move there. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. In the backfield, it's Hansen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They want that clock to run. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Follows his blocks. It's Turner. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Lindsey. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Thompson. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Turner. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, gonna throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And his throw is incomplete.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get sets?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch it with a field goal.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air, it's Beck. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And, man, I love safeties that play with great vision in the back end, right? They're the safety for a reason. They're the back line of defense 99% of the time, and I love how he sees the ball, he breaks on it. And this defense, they have an opportunity to finish this game. They've played well all game long. Now finish the deal.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
The give. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the tight end. They give it back to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. And the Golden Gophers enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. Trying to run, it's Taylor. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.